So that's a video camera too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay, I think it's working now. Okay, I'll just stand back here.
Okay.
Hi, it's Charles from Texas coming to you from El Paso. I've made a new friend named Shauna, and she's currently homeless. And we're just going to talk and get her opinions on some things. And since I can't sit down, I'm going to go off camera. Okay, Shauna, you said that you were working 6 months ago. And what happened?
Well, I didn't have, okay, first of all, I'm not from here. I'm from Chicago.
Oh, from Chicago.
Yes. I moved here in 2013. And I came with someone and it didn't work out. So I wound up going to a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
And I found a job while I was in there. And I wound up getting an apartment. But I didn't have a car, I didn't have transportation. So El Paso provided this transportation, free transportation called Job Express. I got on that, but it was only temporary. So once that ended, I had problems getting back and forth to work. And so my attendance started to, get bad.
Decline.
Yeah. And I eventually lost my job, but I had been there almost 2 years.
Yes. And how is it for a woman living on the street?
It's a lot harder than it is for a man, definitely. People intimidate you. Men intimidate you. They do their best to. Just like yesterday, I was sitting over there on my corner. I say my corner, it's El Paso's corner, but I was sitting over there on the corner. I'm panhandling and everything. Here come these 3 guys. They go across one street, but then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, here comes one of them over to me. He starts walking in front of me to each car, just banging on the windows and shit, begging for money.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there, just like I'm not even sitting there. I'm like, dude, I come here every day, you know what I'm saying? I got bills and shit I actually, trying to pay off, to not be homeless. He said a few bleeping words to me and continued to do what he was doing, and then you have the ones who actually are panhandlers themselves, homeless themselves, have the nerve to look down at you, and intimidate you. But they're all men too. They'll come and take your corner. They'll do the same things. They'll try to take your money, It's a lot rougher for a woman, definitely.
I don't mean to be insulting or anything, but does anyone ever think you're a prostitute or anything like that?
I've never had anyone to proposition me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now that doesn't necessarily answer your question as to whether they think I'm a prostitute or not. I've just never had anyone to proposition me.
I see. Well, that's good. And you were telling me a story about 2 soldiers spitting on a panhandler.
Oh yeah, this is like about 2 weeks ago. We were down on down there, Gateway South, the soldiers come out mostly from Fort Bliss that way.
Yeah.
So it's mostly soldier traffic. I never really go down there and panhandle because they seem kind of racist to me. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But the white guy that's standing down there right now, he does pretty good. I can go down there and I'm gonna make shit all day.
Yeah.
And he's not even homeless, man.
Oh, really?
Really. But anyway, it was a black guy. He's standing down there. I was on the other ramp on the other hand. He shouldn't have been over there in the first place. But he went on over there. 2 soldiers come driving by. They got on their soldier uniforms and everything. One of them spits out their window. The driver spits out his window on the guy that was sitting there panhandling. By him sitting on the ground, the spit just directly pops him in the eye. I know this because I'm standing right there looking. Pops him directly in the eye. Spit just going down his face. And the soldier hollered out, "Get a job, nigger."
Huh.
And then they spat off.
Yeah.
But that's not the first time that's happened. I've had 3 white boys. They weren't soldiers though, to drive by and say that, pretty much the same thing. Get a job, nigger, you lazy nigger. But it's easy for people to judge and throw out their little opinions, but they don't really know why you're in the situation.
That you had a
you're in.
job.
And I'm thinking about the one who said, get a job, nigga, those 3 that were riding. You know what I'm saying? You in the back seat of a car. What the fuck you doing in the afternoon? Yelling out, get a job, nigga. Where your job at?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry about the language.
Oh, that's okay. We keeping it real. You're from Chicago. Is it racist in Chicago?
It's not as prevalent as it is here. I'll say that. I'm sure there's racism everywhere, but some places are more obvious than others. El Paso is very obvious.
Is it?
Yeah, Chicago's not that obvious.
Huh.
I guess we have more to be concerned about there than the color of your skin.
Yeah.
You're trying to stay alive.
What do you have to be concerned about
like
there?
I said, you're trying to stay alive.
Oh.
You're concerned about getting to your car and getting back in the house.
Oh,
or,
like crime?
Yeah, making sure don't nobody do no drive-bys while you're sitting in the living room.
Oh.
It's more to be concerned about than just the color of somebody's skin.
Oh. Is there a lot of black on black crime in Chicago? We read about it, but I don't know if it's true.
Yeah. I mean, because, you know what, it's funny, somebody was asking me the other day about Chicago, like, because here it's like really integrated to me. Like, I've never been in a place where it was so integrated, like where you see white people, you see Mexican people, you see blacks, you know what I mean, like all together. Chicago is actually kind of segregated to where, like, the south side, where I grew up at, is mainly black people. You got the west side, that's predominantly Hispanic. You got the north side, that's mostly white people. You know what I mean? So, and the east side, that's a little bit integrated, but on the east side it's still kind of mostly white people too.
Yeah.
But it's mostly segregated like that, so everybody is pretty much with their own people.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's
like,
interesting.
Instead of being here where everybody's all mixed up, because I had never been around so many Mexicans, in my life.
Yeah. What do you think about so many Mexicans? They're actually good people that I found.
I find that, because like in Chicago, and maybe, well, the thoughts of black people mostly is that from what we were raised and taught, speaking for myself, I ain't speaking for nobody else, for me, that Mexicans don't like black people.
Yeah.
Since I've been here, the Mexicans have been the nicest to me.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Do you follow the presidential politics any?
I've been kind of looking at what's going on lately with the president-elect. I think it's kind of messed up because Trump is like, I think if he gets there, even though there's no war going on right now or no thoughts of war or something, we're gonna have one. He's too loud, too flamboyant. You know what I mean? It's like, it's really, I don't even know if he's taking this seriously. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's just something for him to do in his spare time to me.
Yeah.
And Hillary, I don't know what to say about her. I mean, good luck to her. She's a female. Good luck to her. I don't know.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you about. Do you know about the Black Lives Matter movement? It's a movement within the Democratic Party that says you have to say that Black Lives Matter or we are going to protest you.
Who has to say that?
The Democratic, like Hillary and Sanders, or these protesters get up in your grill. And the Republicans say, I'm not going to say that, all lives matter.
I agree.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had an opinion.
Well, I mean, now that you're bringing it to me, I hadn't actually heard it, but I agree. You know what? It's like, just like that. These politicians, I mean, they find it such dumb shit to get all in the air about. It's people out here dying on the street. It's people sleeping on the street. You know what I mean? It's people out here starving, hungry, don't have places to live, don't have jobs, and you want to get caught up on a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come out here and ask anybody, does Black Lives Matter? They're going to see if you got a burger in your pocket for me to eat.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Burgers matter.
Yeah.
Food matters. Well, that sounds like a good place to end this interview, unless you have something you want to say. As I told you, this goes out to Wall Street lawyers and people in London and Ireland and France, and anything you want to say to them.
I need a job. One of y'all come help me get a job. That's it.
That's it. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Chandra.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm going to give you some money for that. That was interesting.
So when can I see it, or where do I, go to look, or what? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Where do I go to see it, or what do I do? Or when will it be on?
I'm gonna upload it.